Hey guys, and welcome to Tiny Bookshop. I played the demo for this game absolutely ages ago before it came out, and it was so cute and I just absolutely loved it. So I figured, let's just do a nice chill playthrough. I am so looking forward to this. So let's start up the game and let's see how it goes. And I'm sure most of you have seen everything about this game. It's so cute. Today is the day, and we have packed up our things, and it is time to leave everything behind and for a quiet life by the sea. Oh. It feels like so long ago that I played the demo, and yet also I still just so vividly remember playing this game and loving it, so I am totally here for this. Ooh. And also, just look at this game. It is so cute. And we've got books in our bookshop, and we are up by the waterfront, and we have our very first customer. Hello? My, what a sight! You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. Like what? Oh, I know you're planning to sell used books for a good price, and that you're not from the area. And I certainly think that you could use someone to show you the ropes around here. I mean, thank you, I think. Welcome to our quaint little town. I'm Tilda. Lovely to meet you. It's lovely to meet you too. Also, just like the style of the portraits and all of the emoticons, it's all just so cute. I love it. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement, so you can trust my advice. Let's see. You should know that us Bookstonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels, and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? You do that. I did not select these books, so... Aha! I had a book that you wanted. Fantastic! And you're going to keep looking for more. I mean, that would be great if you would like to buy more books. Oh, and another customer. Oh, but I didn't have the right book on offer, even though we had the right books in the genre. It depends on your sales chance. Good to know. You can prep your sales chance anytime by pressing minus and hovering over the genres on the right. Okay, so we can see that we have like a 25% fantasy chance, a 22% of that. Okay, that all makes sense to me. A 43% fact chance. Okay. That sounds very helpful. So we can promptly press this to go over and inspect it, which is exactly what we did. I think that sounds good. Ooh, and a good chance of travel books as well. And it's dependent on how many books you have in your shop, which does make sense. So we have mostly a chance of those because we have 10 of fact and travel. And managing to sell the last book of a genre is a mark of a great bookseller. And then we can just press minus to come back out again. I am playing this on the Nintendo Switch, I guess more specifically the Switch 2, just in case you're wondering, but it is available on Steam and I'm pretty sure maybe some other places? I'm not sure. But I do love this. And you wanted a travel book, which was very convenient because we do have a lot of travel and a lot of fact, which the other person also wanted. Fantastic. And you really wanted a book about Mesopotamian buildings. I mean, each to their own, I suppose? I wouldn't have said that was my go-to in a bookshop, but, you know, maybe it is for you. Oh, a new person. Hi there. You're the bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tilda. Did she already know everything about you? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Bookstonebury review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name is Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. I'm glad to meet you too, Fern. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened around here in a while, so you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions and I'll give you a free subscription in return. If you do this for everyone new who shows up, do you have any paid subscriptions? Or is everyone just getting it for free? I mean, I'll take a free one anyway. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often sell used books in the classifieds. Now that does sound helpful. So, for the record, what made you come to Bookstonbury? I'm searching for where I belong. Oh wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of the town so far? Very windy, bit intimidating. Friendly, I think. Don't worry, it really is. People might be meddlesome, but they only have the best intentions. Thanks so much for the little interview, I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now if you don't mind. See you around? I will see you around, Fern. That would be lovely. I do like making new friends, especially friends who want my books. And let's see, actually, while we're here, what else? So we can see that it's sunny. Oh, and while Fern's in the shop, we get a plus 5% to the fact sale chance. It's good to know. And we've made $27 money. We've made money today, which is very good. Okay, and it looks like, yeah, I think everything pauses when we're in that menu, which does seem quite helpful. And yeah, I remember this now. We can look around at least a little bit to see some of the other stuff, but the telescope is out of order, which is a shame. But we can sort of look around the environment, and I think sometimes we can click on things, which is good. Oh, I scared the bird. Oh, but that is it for our first day, and we made 27 money, which is pretty decent, I think, for the first day when no one knew we were here. And we have our review, which tells us the goings-on around town, we can check the weather, and we can keep an eye on upcoming events. With our money in our pocket, and our books in our shop and in storage, which are definitely running low. So we can buy... Oh, I see. So this one is just free? I mean, I would definitely take all of the free books. Ooh, pretty good selection. And they'll sometimes have other things, and let's pick up the cactus. I mean, I will always take a cactus, which gives us extra to the drama sale chance, but also provides some danger. I mean, I guess someone might touch the cactus, that's fair. We can close the newspaper, and let's give it home. So we can open the newspaper and customize the bookshop. Good to know. Let's customize our bookshop. So we can put a cactus somewhere in here, but where do we want it? I feel like... Actually, we have to put it somewhere here. Okay. And we got a boost to our drama sales chance. But equipping some items will increase your daily expenses. Okay, so that's good to know. Then select an item and press minus to see what it does. And we can press Y to remove it. Good to know. And we can decorate inside or outside of the shop. Okay, and we can manage the inventory into different settings. With that one, and oh, we can paint. Yes, I do vaguely remember this. So let's see about maybe a purple roof. Oh, and we got a book shine and a folding table and a guest book. I mean, I will gladly take all of that. Thank you very much. I suppose let's do... Let's see if we can just do a very quick paint job. I'm sure we will change this many, many times. But for now... that's possibly a little bit dark, isn't it? Oh, that is such a, like, gothic-looking bookshop. Maybe not quite yet. Maybe... let's go for something a little bit different. I am these are very strong colours. Maybe this isn't the best way of doing it. Maybe we could do something like, let's just make the roof nice and purple, because I do love my purple. And we did get some more items. So we got a book sign, which I think can go there. We got a table, which I think we can put there. And we got a guest book, which I believe should probably go on the table. Sounds good to me. So if we just confirm this. I've already forgotten what it said about confirming. Was it that? Hopefully. So we can pick a new location to visit every day, and travelling is going to cost depending on our daily expenses. Fair enough. Well, I suppose let's head back to Waterfront Square, and we can change our holdings of our books. Well, we definitely need some more crime books. And we can check the sales chance, which makes sense, and we can remove books with Y. Okay, so let's get some more crime and probably some more drama. We also have an additional drama chance, and we need some more fantasy and maybe another classic. Not the most balanced I've ever seen it, but it's not too bad. So let's go with this. I am very aware that this bookshelf is definitely a mess, but maybe that's the charm. Or maybe at some point we will actually create a nice colour-coded bookshelf. Who knows? But let's head out and back to the Waterfront Square. Maybe we will have some more. Oh, yes, it said that we can look around and we can interact with things like picking up a boy to give us extra travel sale chance, which does seem very helpful. And I really wanted to touch that bicycle, but I don't think it's going to let me. I just like clicking on the things like the bird. Gotta click on the bird every now and then. Okay, let's open up the shop. And let's see if we get some good customers coming by today. Hello. Feel free to come join us. You can just click on all of the little things. I do love little details like that, where you can just ping a lamppost and all sorts of stuff. It just feels like they've really thought about the details. Ooh, we apparently just sold a Stephen King book. Always good. And was that Tilda who just came in? Yes, it was. Ah, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you'll want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town centre. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. I mean, good call. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on these sorts of things. She's very self-assured, is Tilda. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Café Liberté as soon as you can. I guess we know where we're going tomorrow. Ooh, challenge unlocked. Meet Tilda at the cafe. Fair enough. Oh, and while we're on the topic of showing your face, I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just now. Why, hello there. Good to see you, Walter. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organised diary will come in handy in our business. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left over from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? Well, thank you. That's going to be very helpful. There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. Goodbye. I got a journal and we can open it at any time. So we can see... Ooh, you can take track of which genres you've sold the most of, useful for adjusting your selection, the total number of books you've sold here, and any hints or events as you discover more. and it has postage stamps to mark your moments in Bookstonbury. You'll collect these stamps as you are making contributions around town, and you'll also see progress towards the stamps as well as hints and extra info. So we know that we need to go and see Walt the Sailor. Good to know. And we can also flip and we can cycle to different chapters. So we can talk about the characters, we can see the different items that are currently in effect, and if we're not sure what something does, we can have a look at that. And the calendar, which lets us know what is happening, which seems rather useful. So, what do we have here? We have a weekly flea market, and it looks like a bonfire at the end of summer. Fair enough. Always good. I suppose we can go say hello to Walt. Hello there. Ahoy there, kiddo. How's it going? We collected the stamp. That was a pretty easy one. Looks like you've got a good sturdy vessel there. I've got some old items lying around which I thought you might like. See if any of it's to your liking. So we can get a tattling trout, a square buoy, and a vintage globe. Well, the only thing we could afford is the buoy, and I don't think we're ready yet. So I might be leaving that for now actually, Walt, but thank you. My friends tell me you got some decent cargo on board too. They've been specially enjoying your classic and travel novels. Guess I have to be careful or I might be outsold by you. Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. I mean, I will do my best to sell 20 books to sailors. I'm looking forward to our little competition, kiddo. Good luck. Good luck to you too. Oh, hello, Fern. Hey, what are you doing here? So, I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. I'm so sorry. It's okay, Fern. No harm, no foul. Sorry, here, I'll show you how to get to Far Beach in case you want to drop by there soon. Ooh, so we can go to Far Beach and we can go to Cafe Liberté, which is where Tilda wants us to go. And we have a challenge to visit the beach 3 times. Fair enough. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some reading material. Fair enough, they probably will. I feel like if you go to the beach and you don't have a book, and especially in a place called Bookstonbury, you're probably going to be looking and going to go ahead and buy one. So that would be kind of great. Oh, look at everyone buying so many things. Oh, and is that telling us our progress in... Yes, our progress in selling to sailors. Always good to know. Already making some very good progress on that. Although I imagine the people here are more likely to be sailors than maybe some of the other places. So that does kind of make sense. But I think this might be our last customer for the day. And we made 24, which isn't bad. Yep, let's close up our shop. And let's head out. I like how the table just disappears. Ooh, looks like some items have been discounted a little. Now might be a good time to buy them, although you could wait longer and risk someone else buying them first. And the items have a seasonal slower turnover, so there's no need to hurry. Just be sure to snatch them up before the season ends. I will do that. How are we doing? There's like 3 different ones, all worth 5, and this one that was been discounted. And we have a decent amount of money. Let's get these ones that are 5. That seems helpful. Ooh, decent selection. What about this one? Also a good selection. We are getting so many books. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be buying all of them, but I feel like I can. Good selection again, and yeah, let's buy the discounted one too. What do you have? Ooh, you have a lot of travel and fact. Very helpful. And crime and fantasy. That was a very good one. Definitely worth the money, I think. And we could get the hanging money plant to get extra fact and drama sales chance. They did say this has a slower turnover, so maybe let's not spend all of our money quite yet. But let's do some decorating because we got ourselves a lovely little boy, which I think we will just put it right there. And wait, did we ever actually put... We didn't ever put our cactus in. I'm so silly. Let's put the cactus... Let's put the cactus on the table. That feels right. Okay. Perfect. And then I suppose we can either go to Far Beach or we could go to Cafe Liberté and see Tilda. Let's go to Cafe Liberté. It's also slightly cheaper. And let's just take a bit of everything. So we want to sell some travel books. We want some more classics for sure. And probably some more fantasy. And maybe that will be good because that is kind of maxing out. The only thing we're missing is a bit of crime, so maybe if I replace one of the kids' books with a crime book. Yeah, let's go for that. I'm sure at some point once we've been to everywhere a couple of times, we'll start to get to know what books sell best where, but I feel like starting out with just a wide variety does kind of make sense. Ooh, our bookshop can be impacted by unexpected sources such as the weather, visitors, or special states. You can read up on what something does with the tooltips. Yes, we worked that out previously, which is always good. And looks like Tilda has come to say hello, which is lovely. Oh, there's more birds. I just like the sound that they make. There you are. Thank you for the stamp. It seems like Mariam has her hands full with the cafe again, but I'm sure she'll drop by later. Now, I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, selling the small pieces at the flea market. This Saturday, I'm trying to move the more bulky items to the market. Help an old bookseller out, will you? They'd fit well into that little wagon of yours. Just pick them up and bring them with you to the market on Saturday. Okay, we will do our best. I owe you, and I'll make sure there'll be lots and lots of customers in it for you. I mean, that would be lovely, but it also said we could look at this statue. Oh. I mean, that's a lovely looking statue. Fantastic. I don't think we can interact with it, but it's looking good. I like his book hat. And, oh, we didn't have... Ooh. Sometimes people will ask for help if they can't find what they're looking for. Press X to help them, they won't wait forever. Listen closely to people's requests and try to pick up on what kind of book they're looking for, and pay attention to certain parts of the wording. Some things can be optional while others are really important to your customer. People also sometimes leave their likes and dislikes unsaid to make sure to put yourself in their shoes. And there's a difficulty rating. Ooh, 4-star rating. Good lord. So that's probably a more difficult one, and it depends on how many books on your shelf are a good fit. Fair enough. So you want books from this century with a good mystery, maybe a thriller. Okay, and we can see important information about the book, including a short description and all sorts of information. This does seem very helpful. Once you've found, try recommending it to them. Really? I don't think this is what... Okay, I thought it was going to make me offer that then. I was like, that's nothing like what they're looking for. So we're looking for mystery and thriller. So crime probably is good, and from this century. So we have The Finale to a Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is from this century. It's also YA though, but maybe. We have Dark Chilling Novellas by Stephen King, which has some horror. could be good. What else do we have? That's too old, so is that one. That one's also too old. Unfortunately, those are all not this century. And, I feel like crime was probably our best bet. Fantasy, fact, drama. Ex Libris Stonebury. Wonder if that means it's not a real book or something. Interesting. And oh, it could be in drama, maybe. Mystery and thriller. The Free Spirit Wanderer Navigating Love. Probably not. Oh, Paper Towns. I started reading that description before I read the title, and I was like, this sounds like Paper Towns. And it is. Which is kind of a mystery, but it's not really a thriller as such. And written by an author when they're a teenager about themselves as a coming of age. Not sure. That's not this century. Neither's that. And a collection of poetry. I don't think that's the case. I think it might be one of these two. So we could have the YA series, or we could have the Stephen King novellas. Maybe let's try this. Might be wrong, but you can't do anything but try. So let's try that. Ooh, looks like you've managed to surprise them with an unexpected pick. Fair enough. They'll try that one and keep going. Unconventional, but Full Dark No Stars is very up to date. It is that. I'm glad that was helpful. And our customers became inspired, which gives a plus 15% to all book sales chance. Now that seems very, very helpful. Increases the chance of sales every time you get one of your recommendations correct. I mean, I will definitely take that. Thank you very much. Seems to be very short-lived, but I imagine if there are a lot of customers already in your shop when that happens, ooh, that could snowball quite quickly. So I suppose we need to keep an eye out for any more of the people who want specific things. But well, let's look around while we're here. There are just so many birds. I feel like they put the birds in just for me. I love all of these flowers as well. They're so pretty. Anything else? Can we click on the bin? No. Can't interact with the bin. Oh, you are looking for something. Maybe you noticed that some books can show up across different genres. I hadn't, but fair enough. This doesn't impact how a customer perceives the book. But you can use... Oh, they just meant books are in different genres. I thought it meant the same book can be in multiple, and I was like, I hadn't noticed that. But yes, I had noticed the genres themselves. You can use it to recommend books in a genre where your customer might not have been looking. You would like something with a political message, and you want something that's long and possibly philosophical. Okay, that sounds like maybe something that's fact. We want long, political, philosophical. Okay. I don't think traditional building techniques is going to do that. And probably not the visual journey. I mean, lots of things can have political messages, but if it could be kind of like philosophical as well, could be very good. History of our oceans. The revolutionary graphic novel about the history of women who fought for their freedom in slavery. Critical framework that imagines another future for disabled and queer bodies and rejects the idea of disability as a predetermined limit. I mean, that actually sounds pretty interesting. And is kind of political, but 200 pages isn't super long. Okay. Let's maybe look outside of this. I don't think kids is going to do it though. Maybe something that's a classic. They quite often end up being quite political sometimes. Gothic historical fiction. Poverty and guilt. I feel like this is a 1-star difficulty. I definitely shouldn't be struggling with this. maybe... I mean, this is obviously a very political message about depression, about the depression era, sorry, not just depression in general. What is the best way? I could also just find something super long, like the Cimmerillion. I feel like suggesting the Cimmerillion to someone is a very bold choice. That's certainly a very strong choice to just recommend to someone. I mean, it could be Crime and Punishment, because it's about poverty, which is a political message, and it's very long. And grappling with the consequences of your crime, it's a bit philosophical. Yeah, let's try Crime and Punishment. Ooh, a perfect recommendation. Brilliant. You might have just found someone's favourite book. They'll buy this one and keep shopping. Fantastic. You already know you're going to learn a lot. Wonderful. I do hope that it's everything you were hoping it would be. Oh, I do love... Oh, there's another one. Never mind. What are you looking for? It's lovely weather. It is. You want one of the good old classics. You're a fan of coming-of-age stories, and you're also a YA fan. I mean, a classic that's also YA isn't super common, but Paper Towns is definitely a YA coming-of-age story. Kind of. I mean, not as much as some of his other books, but could be that one. Or a classic, I feel like we've only got the gothic historical fiction with magical realism, which probably isn't quite right, and then Jane Eyre. I don't feel like Jane Eyre's the answer. Definitely not YA, at least. And kids, I think these are actual kids, considering Paper Towns comes out of it, which is definitely YA. You know what, let's just go for Paper Towns. Why not? Oh, okay, so not a favourite, because I think that had the hearts, so maybe an unexpected one. But they are still happy, so that makes me happy. And it also gives everyone in here a boost to buy even more books, which I'm very happy with. Look at that, 39 money today. But it looks like this might be the end of the day. Fair enough. Oh, wait. These are the things that I think were meant to be taken with us. Perfect. We have to take that stuff to the flea market on Saturday. Well, we can do that. And this time it actually lets us ring the bell. Which does make me happy. But it's the end of the day, and what's this saying? Is this just... Ooh, it's bulky and we won't be able to carry much else. We have a +10 to our daily expenses. I wonder if we can drop this off and not bring it with us every day. Or if that's going to be with us until Saturday. Who knows? I wonder if it would be in here. Can I just... where would it be? Oops. I'm so bad at navigating. Can I... Oh! Okay, I've put it somewhere. Okay, it's down there. So we just have to remember to put that back in when it's Saturday, which we're definitely not gonna forget, because would we ever do something like that? Probably. We will probably forget, but that's fine. But on that note, actually let's double check the journal. Oh, we found a character entry, and it allows us to find out more about the characters we meet, including the genres they like and any personal information, and the requests that they have given us. Always good. When I said the journal, I actually meant the newspaper. Ooh, I will always take some free books. What have you got for us? Ooh, that is a lot of free books, but everything else, it's a little bit... I mean, that's pretty cheap, but it might come on offer later. So I think, as I was going to say previously, I'm going to leave this episode here. I really want to try and keep these to relatively bite-sized. Maybe 3 days is a good system. I'm not sure. we'll just feel things out as we go. But I do think I'm going to leave this one here, and I am so looking forward already to playing more of this game because it is so chill, and I do think I'm going to find some books that I didn't know about that might be making their way onto my to-read list, which I am always here for. But until next time, thank you guys for watching, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!